Hey, what's up, guys? It's Quentin from Exordia Creative. We're back from a little hiatus, and we are changing things up on the podcast. The last little while has given us some time to think and reflect on our content and our business as a whole. So, yeah. Jared, what's good?
Do you guys like small business talk? Because, we were thinking about it, and I don't know. I guess we kind of came to the realization that, we think that we're representing an advertising company.
Yeah.
So as a company, we should be talking about social media and how to market, because that's what we feel like our corporate voice should be.
Yeah.
But how interesting is that to you guys? You know, we've been told that our content is good. We've been told that our content is boring.
Yeah. We've been told every which way, and honestly, I kind of just want to start making things that we want to make. And I want to make a podcast that's kind of centered around, not just us, but our interests and stuff. Because I want people to get to know us a little bit better. Because at the end of the day, we are Exordia Creative. And yes, we'll still have the tips. We'll still have the advertising stuff in there. But I feel like a little more of our character and who we really are needs to be reflected in the content that we make.
Yeah. We just want to try something new. I think we are really restricting ourselves by just putting ourselves in this box of this is what Exordia Creative has to talk about, and we can only get this type of guest, and we can only discuss these type of topics. And we've had some awesome guests who do cool stuff, but I just want to get a bigger variety of guests. Yeah. I don't always want to talk about social media, because to be honest, that's just not interesting for the long term.
Yeah. And don't get us wrong, we love social media. We love what it does for business. It's why we started this company, because it's so powerful. But at the end of the day, there's so much more that's going on, not only locally, but around the world. And we just kind of want to expand on that and kind of talk about pop culture, talk about music, talk about all the stuff that we're also into.
Yeah, just whatever. So, what do you guys want to hear about? What kind of content do you watch? Because, I don't want to be 100% business.
No.
So let us know what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah.
And yeah, another thing is we just want to try to be as honest as possible, without totally ruining our image.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's new for us, but that's kind of what we want to go for. So hopefully this is something that you guys like more than kind of scripted, limited. This is what a business should talk about, corporate business talk.
Yeah. And if you look around, even in the business community, that's the kind of content that's winning. It's the authentic, off the cuff, straight to face kind of content.
And it's hard, because I want to just be truly myself and talk about whatever, but then I'm always in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's that going to do to Exordia's corporate image?
Totally.
Is Exordia allowed to talk about that? Totally. So I don't even know if we're going to call this the Exordia Creative Podcast. I don't know.
We'll keep it as is for now.
Yeah.
We'll keep it as is for now. But yeah, so that's we're kind of taking things in a different direction. And we're also doing that from a business perspective as well. We have some new ideas. Like we said, we love being an advertising company, but that doesn't mean that that's the only thing that we have to do. And so I don't know if we want to get into our ideas and stuff right now.
I don't know. I think we should tell them what happened over the weekend.
So basically, over the weekend, Jared and I had a meeting Saturday night, 8:00. Classic. We like to meet in the evening, kind of shoot the breeze.
We were just kind of hanging out.
Yep. Go over everything.
Yeah, and we were talking about why can't we be consistent with making content? So we have contractual agreements with businesses where we have to make content for them, and it's not a problem. We always hit the mark. We never fall short and stuff. I'm not trying to brag, but
we're pretty dope.
The point I'm trying to make is, when you have an agreement with another business, you don't want to lose face. You don't want to look bad. So you're always creating the content. But when it comes to your own marketing, there's something there. And we were like, why can't we turn the camera on sometimes? What's stopping us? And on the surface level, I'm maybe it's an accountability thing. There's not money involved. We're not going to lose a customer if we don't do it. Mm-hmm. So maybe we just get lazy. But I think that's kind of a cop-out answer. I mean, maybe it's true to an extent. But I think we realize, maybe we're not making the right content.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're thinking about what kind of content should Exordia be making, not what kind of content do we want to make.
Yeah.
And social media tips, that's dope, but how many times can you do that before it gets old?
Yeah.
So I think kind of at this point we're just why are we restricting ourselves like that? Like,
Yeah.
why are we doing what we're supposed to do?
And we also ran into the issue too when we were talking about it. We were talking about it and saying even our ideal client, like this isn't content that our ideal client will even see.
That's a huge thing, yeah.
So why are we making content? And yeah, obviously the podcast, the social tips, it's obviously a part of our marketing plan, and that's what we do. Like, there's no getting around that. But the ideal client won't even see what we're putting out. And yes, shout out to some of the businesses around town and in the surrounding areas for like giving us love and liking that stuff. But we want it to be more impactful, and we want people to get to know our brand better than just doing a tips every once in a while.
Like, our ideal customer is typically someone quite a bit older than us, a business owner who knows nothing about social media or very little, and that's where we come in and help them out. And we've talked about this before, where the ideal client who funds our business is never going to see this.
No.
The ideal client might not even have Instagram on their phone. So it's kind of weird because our target audience and our ideal client demographic is two totally different things.
Yeah.
And we were trying to think of like other businesses or other industries where that's kind of a thing. So let me know if you guys can see any similarities between like other companies and this kind of problem we're having. Because like, what's the point of making content for our ideal business partner if those people aren't going to watch it?
Yeah.
Why don't we just make content that we like to make and see where that goes?
Yeah, so that's kind of what we went over on Saturday and just kind of mulled that over. So we're just going to pivot a little bit.
It felt like an epiphany, to be honest.
It really did. We talked about it thereafter, went over to a buddy's house afterwards, and we continued the conversation all night with the different ideas and what you can do. And I feel like I'm sure there's people listening and watching this right now that they almost feel like they've almost pigeonholed themselves into one specific thing, making one specific kind of content, only catering to one specific kind of audience. When you can be broad, like you can do really anything you want today. So.
I don't know. It is tough because your audience comes to know you for a certain thing. Yeah. And they don't necessarily like you to stray too far. Yeah. But we've got a small audience, so I don't think we have that much to lose. Yeah. Shout out to anybody who did watch the first few episodes. If you said you like it, if you pretended you liked it because you don't want to hurt our feelings, shout out to you. But like, we're trying to up our self-awareness and kind of fix that like mismatch between the kind of content we're making and the kind of people that are watching it. Yeah. Because I think the content we're making is good, just not for necessarily the people who are watching it.
100%. And that's not to say that we're not going to have guests on anymore.
We definitely want to have
We definitely want to have, but that was another thing that was pigeonholing the podcast. Was then we have to organize with that person, with the guests. We have to figure out their time when they're available and all that stuff. And that was just some more friction to add to putting out podcast episodes.
Yeah. So I think if it's just us, cool. If we have the guests lined up, cool. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, thank you to all of our early guests. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Morena. Shout out to Ryan. Am I missing anybody?
Ryan, Morena.
Shout out to everybody who's been on. We appreciate you guys, and we want to have more people from Chatham because there's a lot of cool people in Chatham, but we also want to branch out. Yeah. More than that. Yeah. And talk to different kind of content creators because there's so many cool young people in Chatham who don't have the biggest platform for their voices, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on around here, and it'd be cool if we had a platform to kind of show what's going on.
Yeah. So now that we've kind of gone over that,
that's where we're at.
Sorry
if the content was boring, I guess.
What's new?
I watched Chernobyl, the HBO series. Okay. I'm not done it. Okay. I'm still watching. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard of it.
It's so sick.
What's it about?
So like the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, Soviet Russia.
Oh yeah.
In the 80s, the nuclear power plant blows up. So it's 5 episodes. Last night I watched number 4. So I'm in for a pretty sick treat tonight. I'm gonna watch episode 5. It's so good. It's like an HBO miniseries. Each episode's about an hour. Okay. It's pretty good. I won't give away, but it's just one weird thing about it is they don't do a Russian accent.
Weird.
So like it's supposed to be like a period piece, and they're going for realism. Like they try to make it super realistic. Yeah. But everybody's talking in like a soft American or soft British accent.
Interesting.
And I wanted to know why, and it turns out the producer didn't want to like labor the actors with having to force a Russian accent. Okay. Because if you mess up a Russian accent, it can sound funny. Yeah. It can sound like you're trying to have a laugh.
There's a fine line, and I feel like you can do that with every accent.
So it's like, are you imitating what you think Russian people sound like, or are you being like realistic? Yeah. So honestly, you get over it pretty quickly, and they must have hired like a lot of Russian actors. The people definitely look Russian. All the names are Russian. It's super realistic other than that, but it's just kind of weird. Like everything's to the T, historically accurate. And it's just like British. I'm not going to imitate anybody, but it's like, you know,
don't do that. Yeah.
British guys talking.
Cool. What else is going on?
That's pretty sick. I'm just kind of thinking about where this is going to go.
Okay.
And yeah, like you mentioned earlier, we do have some new ideas. One thing we've been messing around with for a long time is merch. So we want to make some for ourselves.
You should give a backstory though, and I feel like one of the reasons why we haven't gone ahead on the merch is because Jared is actually quite passionate about clothing, and it's one of his passions, and we really want to do it right for ourselves.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, like I love clothes. I've been collecting shoes for a long time. Yeah. I'm into fashion. I follow that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we've always wanted to do it. We're gonna start small.
Yep.
And we're gonna make just stuff that we would like to wear, like just, you know, hoodies, hats, stuff like that. We want to really come correct with the production. One thing I want to ask you about, might as well say it here. So we share a space we don't share a space. We have an office in the same building as Woolly Doodle.
Shout out to Woolly Doodle.
Yeah, shout out to Woolly Doodle. They do kids clothes for babies, toddlers, maternity stuff.
Yeah. Just
like whole family. Like men and women can wear it too. But it's really cool stuff. I think it's made in Canada, and
it is.
She's a partner of ours. We work with her, but I was just thinking, like literally last night, maybe we could partner with her.
In what sense?
Use some of her blanks for our merch.
That'd be pretty rad. We should talk to her.
She's already sourced all the right stuff. It's high quality. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
We could maybe buy from her.
Yeah.
Get our stuff like embroidered onto it.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if we do sell some, it's not going to be cheap because we're doing like small supply runs. So what we're going to do is probably just make stuff that we want to wear ourselves, give some out for free to like friends and family.
Yep.
And just kind of gauge demand that way.
Yeah.
If you want to buy some, hit us up. We'll show you some samples once we get some.
Yep. Our website's getting worked on too right now, so we might even on our website we might even put an e-com kind of thing in there, and you can, if you want to, you can purchase something on there. Yeah, it's like we'll call it like pull marketing. Like sure. if you guys show us that there's a demand for it, we'll try to make some stuff that we think is sick. Yeah. And if you guys like it, then cool. Yeah, so that's exciting, and that'll be like soon. Like we'll be getting that out soon. Yeah, we're working on that right now. Our website is under construction right now. Yeah. And yeah, we do have a couple projects that I don't think we should give away now, but that we're going to be able to unveil soon. Yeah. The one we're working on now and the next one after. Yeah, and I think we should talk about something really quick too. Before this whole COVID thing happened, I don't know if we ever actually addressed this. We were actually ready to bring on somebody onto our team, like literally the Friday before that all this happened. Yeah. We had a meeting with this girl. She's a female. We wanted to bring a girl onto the team to help with the dynamic and have that different perspective than what Jared and I have. Anyway, we were supposed to bring her on, and then unfortunately the Monday after, like most business, we got hit, and we went down in business a little bit. So we unfortunately had to hold off on hiring her, but we've got her working on a few projects for us right now, and she's knocking it out of the park. We're gonna keep her anonymous for right now. Eventually we'll unveil it when There's a lot to talk about there. There is a ton to talk about. Because like it's been two of us for 3 years, and in the early stages, we wanted to get more partners involved. That kind of fell through. We decided to go forward just the two of us. We always wanted more people. We were never in a position to employ someone. Things kept getting better for us, and we were finally in a position to hire somebody. Yeah. And then there you go. Just like that. Yeah. So we got hit more than a little bit. Like just to keep it real with you guys, we lost thousands of dollars a month. Like it wasn't small. No. We're doing a lot better now, so don't like pity us or feel too bad for us or anything. We're doing much better, but it was a big hit. So it's just kind of funny how like you work for years to finally be in this position, and then 5 days later it's like you're actually not in that position yet. The universe kind of knocks you back a little bit. Yeah. So just to be fair to her, and just as a form of like risk management, we decided to push that off for a bit, and we're still doing contract work with her. Yeah. And like Quentin said, she's doing a sick job, and we're really proud of what she's doing. So we're going to be able to share some projects we've been working on soon, which is cool. In the next little bit. Yeah. Give it a month or less. Yeah. Cool. Man, I had some good barbecue yesterday. What'd you eat? My dad, So my dad, he likes to cook. He's mainly
Quinton's dad is a barbecue king.
big barbecue guy. Anyway.
Smoking, barbecue, green egg.
Yeah. So yesterday, this dude fired up the smoker at like 5 o'clock in the morning, put a brisket on the smoker for a full 12 hours.
That's so your dad.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. He slaved over that thing all day.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had some really good barbecue yesterday. Hung out with the family a little bit. Yeah.
I remember at your wedding rehearsal last year.
Yeah. It was almost a year ago.
Was it brisket?
It was brisket.
It was really good,
Yeah.
whatever it was, and I was hyping him up about it and like seeing how passionate he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hype him up about it too, you'll get tastes as he's pulling it out.
Oh
He'll
yeah.
give you a little
I
sample.
had a couple servings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was stoked on it.
Yeah. So that's good. Always love going out there.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I don't really eat barbecue anymore.
No, you don't. So Jared's a vegan.
Yeah, I've been vegan for like 3 months now. Kind of a new thing.
Give us some of the benefits.
Well, just on the barbecue thing, like, if it's not meat, I feel like there's no point in that form of cooking. You know, like what? Like I guess you could grill veggies,
Smoked pepper.
but like yeah,
grilled veggies are good, dude. We had grilled asparagus last night with the
Fair
brisket
enough.
and stuff. Delicious.
to me, it just seems cumbersome to like hook up a barbecue and do
Yeah.
all that just for like a pepper.
So you.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, but you like raw vegetables, so that's your preferred way to go about it.
No, like I'll saute them or steam
Okay.
or whatever. Like
Yeah.
every vegetable's
A
different.
barbecue is a task. Like you do have to. Yeah, like if you're gonna make a barbecue.
I'm not gonna get amped on a zucchini.
Fair enough.
You know?
No, fair enough.
Like do it in a pan or whatever. But yeah, just something I want to try for like environmental reasons.
Is that primarily the reason?
Mostly and ethical reasons. I'm not perfect. Like
Yeah.
we all have pretty big environmental footprints. Just something I want to try. Something I think could do a little bit of positive.
Cool.
So why not?
So what are some of the benefits that you've seen so far?
Physically,
Yeah.
not much.
Okay.
To be honest, like I didn't really come from an unhealthy diet.
Yeah.
I kind of went from like a good rounded diet to
Yeah.
a good vegan diet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure it would be good for weight loss. It does kind of encourage you to eat more vegetables because you need to get like the calories from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to be more inventive
Yeah.
with the kind of foods you eat. Yeah, I don't know. You can lose weight on any diet. You can gain weight on any diet. Just something I want to try for like external reasons.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it's easier now than ever. Like, hats off to people who were vegans like 10 plus years ago, or God forbid, way before that. Because like, it'd be torture. You know, you can't go anywhere.
No.
You can't eat anything.
There weren't vegan restaurants like there is
Very
now.
limited. But now there's like, if you want a burger, a cheeseburger with bacon, there's a vegan version of that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many options at home that you can cook at restaurants. It's really not difficult like it used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's kind of cool.
I half tried it in university.
Really?
I gave it like a half a try, and you're right. You do have to get inventive,
For
and
sure.
and that's part of the reason why I gave up on it a little bit, because I'm not a vegan anymore, but I eat a lot of vegetables as it is, but I would like to try it again. I love experimenting with different things. and
Yeah.
it's, you know,
Yeah.
our one buddy, he's doing the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still doing it exclusively, but he went like a full month just eating meat,
Yeah, he
steak every
said
meal.
he lost like 15 pounds
Yeah,
doing it,
yeah.
which is crazy. And the joke was if we lived together, we'd never worry about eating each other's food in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, to each your own. If you want to try a new diet, figure out what works for you, because you can be a healthy vegan, you can be an unhealthy vegan, and that's true about any diet.
Yeah.
If anything, it's more work to have a restrictive diet.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things you have to
Yeah.
look after.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. Anything else going on?
What else?
We have a couple new clients.
Should we shout them out?
Should we? Oh, I'm gonna get a little romantic. Let's
Go
get a little romantic.
Yeah, okay. Take us back to 2017.
So it's 2017. We're pumping out content daily on Instagram. Anyway, that's back in the day. And
You can fact check us too if you scroll
you can
back.
fact check us.
If you scroll back into the cringe area.
We
of
purposely leave every single Instagram post up because you know what? It literally, if you scroll down, it tells our entire story. Anyway, 2017. I don't know why we did this, but this was kind of a way that we were meeting with business owners and stuff like that. Jared and I decided to go for coffee. We were home from university for a little bit. We decided to go for coffee at Bayside Brewing Co. Weird spot to have
Not
coffee.
the place you go for a coffee.
No, not the place you go for
Their
a coffee.
coffee is like super average.
Yeah, like if we're being honest.
I love Bayside.
Yep.
Coffee is what it is there.
Yep. So anyway, we go there at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We had a meeting the next day with a multi-level marketing scheme thing.
Oh man.
You remember that?
Shout out to you if you're watching.
You know
this,
who
bro.
you are.
You know
Anyway,
who you are.
we thought that was going to be the big takeoff point.
You thought Arbonne is the new thing? No, man.
No, man. This guy, it was some kind of fit watch.
Yeah.
He wanted us to do social media for it and all this stuff. Anyway.
Dodge that bullet.
Anyway, that's why we went to Bayside, was to meet and talk about this meeting that we had the day after. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. Bayside Brewing was one of the clients when we made our dream client list when we first started. They were on top of the list for dream client. So for a few years, we were going back and forth with them every once in a while, kind of touching base. Yeah. We did a little bit of work for them, a little bit of paid work, a little bit of unpaid work. And just finally, how long have we been doing it? Like a couple weeks?
May 1st.
Anyway, May 1st, we signed Bayside Brewing Co. So we're now officially working with them. We're just getting the content up off the ground, working on the first couple ads and stuff like that.
Yeah, so what that entails, we're managing their Facebook page, their Instagram page, doing ads for them, photo and video content, all that kind of stuff. So shout out to Bayside. You can order beer online now. It comes to your doorstep. I didn't know you could do that, but you can.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely making the most of what's going on. Their takeout and delivery is super busy.
For sure.
And yeah, Bayside's kind of like a vibe. Like if you're in Chatham, you know, like you can make like a night of going out there.
For sure.
Hanging out near you and going there. So that's kind of one of their biggest assets, and you can't do that right now. Yeah. But you can still enjoy the food. And I don't know what the deal is with like beaches and being there right now.
So here's so when this whole thing started, I like a lot of the restaurants around town. A lot of them are doing takeout. Mm-hmm. And Bayside was one of them that was doing takeout. And before we even got them, my wife and I, one of our date night ideas, and what we actually did this twice. Drove out to Bayside. Yeah. Well, we ordered ahead of time. Called, said, "Hey, want a Bayside Classic?" And
is that the pizza?
Some of those sweet potato fries with that garlic aioli, baby. Mm-hmm. And so we go out there, and then we just parked at the pier. We grabbed our takeout stuff, went out to the pier, watched the water, watched the sunset. It was a beautiful little date night. So anybody's looking for a little COVID date night,
you can still do that.
You can still do that. That is perfectly fine. We don't endorse bunch of people meeting up or anything, but
so obviously like it's a big deal to us because we wanted to work with them for a long time, and it's just kind of funny, like you plant the seed and then
you never know when it's gonna sprout.
3 years, obviously we have a little bit of like rapport in the meantime, but 3 years go by and then we finally hear back from them, and that's not the first time that's happened to them. I think 3 years is the longest amount of time, but that's happened to us before. Or like we do something for someone in 2017, and then in 2019 they finally hit us up. So if you guys are feeling discouraged starting a business, don't feel like if you don't get like immediate gratification or feedback from something that it all goes to waste, because people remember.
Every single touch point is important.
100%. And things that we've done 3 years ago, 4 years ago are paying dividends now, which is insane, but it's true. Yeah. Especially in a place like Chatham.
For sure. So what are you doing to keep busy?
Well, just while we're on this, do you want to talk about the other new one?
Which one?
So like we mentioned before, we just started working with Woolly Doodle.
Yes, we're running paid ads for Woolly Doodle.
Yeah, we barely got into it, but we're helping her out with running ads on Facebook and Instagram.
Super pumped with the first month results.
Yeah.
Kind of knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to share some performance insights soon, and we're working on offering more ad packages to our clients. So it's something we're excited to roll out in the future. But yeah, we're just really happy to be working with a cool company like that.
Oh yeah, she's cool.
Because like I said, we have an office and she has a showroom in the same building, and she's like one of the like star businesses here. Not to knock any other businesses.
No, absolutely.
But she's doing a sick job.
Yeah.
So check out Woolly Doodle if you haven't yet. Yeah. But she's like one of those businesses that makes you proud to be an entrepreneur in Chatham.
Yeah. I've got one of her Sherpas. I love that thing.
Right.
Really good quality.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, right? Like. She doesn't mess around with the quality of her garments. Obviously, she knows so much about it. Yeah. So maybe that'd be a cool partnership. Yeah. For our merch, and I'd be proud to use her blanks on it. Yeah. So I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about some merch and what you'd like to rock. Would you wear it? Would you wear like a hoodie with Exordia?
It'd be super clean. It would not be like crazy graphics or anything nuts.
We're not doing like subtle. An orange Gildan shirt with like a cheap screen print or something.
No.
It's gonna be something you're like happy to wear and last a long time.
Yeah. So Woolly Doodle. Still working with the guys out at McNaughton Home Hardware. Shout out to them. Just shot a commercial the other day. And that's, let's talk about that. That's actually been interesting. The way we've been conducting content creation and stuff during this time. Every company wants to do it differently. Obviously, there's masks being worn. Obviously, there's social distancing being done. And McNaughton, we actually went after hours to shoot this commercial. Right. And I think that's a really smart idea to keep, number one, I don't think customers really want to be on camera right now.
100%.
You know, I don't think they want to even be in the back shot. You don't want to be judged for the way you're shopping or however you go about 100%. It. So anyway, that's interesting. And that's how we've been doing everything. Everything's a case-by-case basis. We're working closely with every business still. There were some clients where we just can't do the content creation right now. Yeah. Like it's totally case-by-case. Yeah. But we're trying to make the most of it. Yeah. And just, I think that's one thing, like just to pat ourselves in the back that we did do pretty well during this time is just like keeping in touch with everybody. Yeah. Making sure we're on the same page. And not that we didn't before, but it really opened our eyes to how important it actually is. Yeah, like steady, frequent contact with everybody you're working with right now is super important. Yeah. And I think that kind of helped us retain as much business as we did. And like just to keep it real with you guys financially, like I said, we did lose thousands. We've also got a lot of new customers and a lot of new income. And it's not like we lost these customers and then we gained them back, so we're even. It's like we lost a lot and we also gained a lot of new ones. Yeah. Which is weird. I never would have thought that would happen. Yeah. But I think it's people who weren't necessarily taking their marketing and advertising as seriously as they should have been. This is kind of like a wake-up call for them. Yeah. So we're very happy to be working with all the new customers and everybody who's currently put us on pause or who we're not working with right now. Don't worry about it. I get it. Yep. And we're ready when you guys are ready. I've had a lot of people ask me like, so is business super booming right now? And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? And they're like, well, yes I assume everybody wants a digital presence and they want that managed and they've never really. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, you know, like there are a couple of people that are realizing that and they're like, this is all we've got right now. A lot of people are asking us for help with online ordering. Yep. Like a platform, whether it's on your website, whether it's on your social media. Yeah. And just keeping customers in the loop about how your business is changing. Yeah. Because now we're getting questions that, you know, would have been so simple and so like obvious months ago, but now people want to know, you know, are you open? Can I even come in to shop? Yeah. How does it work? Do I have to call you? Yeah. And if you have that at volume, then it takes a lot of time out of your day just to keep the business that you were normally relying on, just to keep them coming through the door. You have to answer all those questions. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I never would have expected it to play out this way. I knew it would be tough. But yeah, just so much turnover, I think. Yep. And it's nothing personal. You know, like we understand this is a tough time for everybody. Yep. And cutting costs is important. Business ebbs and flows too. 100%. Right? We're not worried about it. Like we like to play the long game. Yep. So I think, you know, we're doing fine. Yep. For sure. And there's still a lot to look forward to too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Jared and I still aren't working like together in the same office yet. Jared just came by to do the podcast today. I think eventually we'll start easing into some kind of normalcy. Yeah, like there was a time where we weren't even doing this, and like we have been seeing each other, we have been meeting, so it's kind of just like slowly reintroducing that. We're doing a lot of walks. Yeah, and speaking about what I do to keep busy is we have a lot of like outdoor meetings. We'll just walk and have a meeting, just the two of us. We also do that. You know, with a couple of our friends, socially distanced, of course. Yep. But just getting out and enjoying fresh air, like that's one of the pleasures of life that you can still enjoy if you do it responsibly, and you aren't dumb about it. Yeah. So yeah, it's you might say it's boring, but I think it's a really good way to get exercise and just keep like connected to people. So yeah, we do that a lot. Yeah. I know like working out is a challenge, not having access to the gyms and stuff. But there's so much content as far as home workouts go. I know it's not the same, but like shout out to Blair's Boot Camp. They do this thing called Live at 5, and I don't know if it's every day, but they go on Instagram and Facebook Live at 5 p.m. 6 days a week. 6 days a week, right when you're done work, and they walk you through a workout. Yep. And that's free for anybody to join. It's not restricted in any way. So if you want to get like a little something at home, you like don't even need, you can have dumbbells or very little equipment. You can throw some equipment in if you want, but they make it super accessible.
anybody can do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. I've been working on my veggie garden.
Right. Yeah. Talk about that. How's it going? I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's going well. So we made the boxes. So we're doing the square foot garden. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but in each square foot, you grow a different vegetable, and apparently it's supposed to be really good. For the soil, for the vegetables, they grow better, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we've got 4x4 boxes in the backyard.
Okay.
Fill that puppy up with topsoil, mix in some peat moss, and then you basically make like a cross across all 4 boxes for like square foot.
Okay.
We haven't planted yet.
No. I don't know the first thing about gardening.
Yeah, we haven't planted
So
yet.
what have you been doing if you haven't planted?
They building the boxes, putting the dirt in.
Okay.
Sarah also, she stained the boxes as well.
Sweet.
So, yeah, I think we'll probably plant this week.
Okay.
And we're growing a ton of stuff.
Okay.
We'll have enough vegetables.
You guys might see a little casual preview on like Instagram stories or something.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see.
If you guys want to see that.
I want to see. What kind of stuff are you growing?
Oh, man. Lettuce,
Where do you get
tomatoes, peppers, Damn Home Hardware.
Shout out Tyler Dam.
Shout out Tyler Dam. Actually, and some of the stuff we sprouted in our windowsills in our house first.
That you showed me.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was cool. Not going to lie, a lot of them died. So I think we have like the peppers still, and they're chilling outside in red Solo cups right now. We're just acclimating them to the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. I'm excited to have our first garden.
That's pretty sick.
Yep. Dog park's back open, so taking the pupper to the dog park.
Okay.
Yep.
How's she doing? Last time I saw her, she ate a bee.
Yeah. My dog
a rough night.
dog ate a bee, and her face like puffed up. Like I mean, like. So she had to get like.
Sad but funny.
She had to get a steroid shot. She had to get Benadryl shot. Like she was puffed up for like 2 days, and it got worse after the first steroid shot. So we were like, "What?" Anyway, she's good now. She's
better?
She's a good doggo.
Okay.
Maybe one day we'll have her on as a guest. I wanted her to be an office dog, and I still want her to be one, but she's a golden doodle. And for those of you that don't know about the golden doodle breed, they are crazy. They're very high energy, but if you exercise them, they're very good dogs. She's a great dog.
She would just come in here and run like
just
laps,
run, just doing
top
laps.
Speed. Top speed.
Yeah.
No sign of slowing down.
Yeah, but she's a little calmer now. Sometimes when I'm out for a walk, I'll bring her by the office and I'll.
She's very young.
Yeah. So, yeah, but
That'd be sweet to have an office dog.
one day.
Should we just wrap this up?
We should wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah. What? Do we know what time we're at?
No, we're over 30 minutes, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I think we want to keep it short.
Yep.
But this is kind of new. Let us know what you guys think. What kind of stuff we should touch on next time. I know this is, I know this is kind of like off-brand, and this isn't necessarily what like a corporate voice should sound like, but I think that's kind of what we want to stray away from.
We want to be ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to put on a face every single time we come on a podcast. Yeah, we love business, but you know what? There's other things outside of that.
There's other things, 100%. So yeah, if you guys like this better, it's gonna take a little while to like ease into.
Yeah.
But we just want to be more honest, more real with you guys. So that's kind of like the main goal of what this is.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And feedback, please. And if you don't like it, shout out to everybody who pretended that they liked it. You don't have to do that, please. Be as honest as possible. And a lot of people do give constructive criticism, so that's good too.
I've got one more thing.
Okay, yeah.
Right now,
Shout out all the listeners.
on the podcast, okay?
Okay.
On the podcast, we're setting a day that we're recording. It goes out the next day. Let's make this a thing.
So
this is going to be our accountability.
It's a Monday right now?
It's a Monday right now.
Okay, so every week we're going to record on a Monday?
Put it out on Tuesday.
Done. You guys heard it here first.
Air fist bump. We didn't actually touch.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Thank you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. Cheers.
Shout out. If you don't see a podcast next week, we'll donate $100 to a charity of some commenter's choice.
Sweet. Love it.
All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Bye.